What's up, everyone? I've got sort of grab bag of Terminator stuff that I want to continue on from my last YouTube video. I was able to dig in to this yesterday, the book from the Terminator collection box that I showed off already, and a couple interesting things. The introduction section to this has Cameron talking about how he came up with the idea and dictated the script into a cassette recorder as he drove through the night. It's a very romantic story about how he created the Terminator, but sort of fiction because I don't know, a lot of deep dive Terminator fans know that he had to give credit. Once the first Terminator movie came out, he had to give credit to this guy named Harlan Ellison, who was a writer on The Outer Limits, among other things. And James Cameron actually gave a quote to a magazine at the time. It was Starlog or something like that. That said he took some Harlan Ellison ideas and used that to make the Terminator. But then later, he's still telling the story about how he made it all up himself, um, which is nice, but it's a nice story, but it's not really true. So I found that interesting. There's also there's a lot of different types of stuff in this that you'll get a lot out of if you track one down. But some crew stories. One of the guys on the crew had his brake light shot out after being in town one day and forever called LA Terminator City after that. Um, Story about how the owners of the place where they shot the Cyberdyne stuff from T2, the owners had a barbecue on the roof of a building adjacent to the building that gets blown up. Um, while that shooting was taking place. So just a lot of random stuff. Some cool photos are in here too. I can kind of show that off, but I don't know if you can see it very well with my lighting being fucking awful here. So there's that. Set that aside here. Yesterday I went to a toy store here in town that I had never been to. It's in St. Louis, Missouri, called Retro TV and Toys. It's on Hampton Street in St. Louis proper. Definitely recommend it. Not too much Terminator stuff though, if you're going there specifically for that. But there's lots. They just got a huge lot of GI Joe, um, a lot of Star Wars stuff, which I took some photos of and already posted on my Instagram and everything. So anyway, they for about $4 a piece, they have bagged action figures that don't necessarily all have all of the pieces, so they're super cheap. No boxes. They do have that too, but the majority of the stuff they have is like hanging in bags. Anyway, a little bit disorganized, but the guys in the store were really helpful and tracked down these two figures for me. First is a Kenner. This is from the original figures they put out for T2. There's a set of 4. This is one of those. Christmas 1991. So, uh, T800. This is titled The Battle Damage Terminator. Now, as you can see, the endoskeleton is exposed. what you could do with this figure is move his arm down like this, and then the faceplate and bust would blast off. Also came with a gun that was not included, but I like this a lot, and that's gonna be displayed. And then also this figure of the T1000, it is missing its legs. Oh, I should mention this is from the Movie Maniacs 4 collection from McFarlane Toys. They make incredibly detailed figures, but it's so this is one piece of the action figure, which included legs, of course, and you can see where it would attach there. So it'd sit like this. The arms also are removable. Something that did come with it, though, is the two clamp type arms that he uses to hook on the back of their stolen police car while they're escaping Pescadero Hospital. Pretty cool. Oh, there also was another um, body piece that would have a different head, which had a blast through one of his eyes and several holes in his chest. You can easily find photos of that online. But yeah, I'll be displaying both of those figures in my living room here. One other thing I want to cover on this video, which by the way, I'm planning a third one because of I've been finding a lot of stuff. This is actually why I went to Retro TV and Toys. I knew that they had some Starlogs there. These are all in pretty good condition. There's two others, but I'm only going to cover one of them that I've read so far. So this is from July 91. July 91, of course, is when T2 was released. This is so people that are familiar with magazines, you'll know that this would be displayed in June, but it would be called the July issue. So anyway, first thing I want to show from this is we have an ad for a special Starlog issue. Souvenir Movie Magazine. Behind the scenes with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the world's favorite action hero, with Linda Hamilton, with director, making the film, amazing special effects from Industrial Light and Magic, prepared by the editors of Starlog. Order yours for $4.95 plus postage. Then you would cut off that little thing there, send it in an envelope, and wait for your Joyous Magazine special to arrive. I'm sure that's also out there somewhere. It wasn't at Retro TV and Toys R. I would have bought it. The other thing on the opposite page is something that actually was mentioned in that collector's book from the box. In person, Arnold Schwarzenegger, James Cameron, Sam Winston at the T2 Judgment Day convention, which was held mere days before the movie was released, June 1991. This is part of the media. This magazine, I guess, is part of the media blitz leading up to the release of the film. I'll just quickly read some of this at the bottom. Be a part of movie history. Be a part of movie history, if I can read. A gala celebration convention devoted to the upcoming release of the film all of Hollywood is talking about. Now, for the very first time, fans are invited to kick off the convention, a day highlighted by special guest appearances, advanced clips, and a Terminator 2 merchandise room, behind-the-scenes discussion on Breakthrough FX, slideshows, contests, and surprises. One time only, once in a lifetime day you won't want to miss. Tickets $22, $35 for the special seating. Or to order tickets, call and use credit cards. 800 TV Alive. Let's see. General admission at the door, so they were even having walk-ups. $25. Kids 12 and under, only $10. 6 and under are free. It also says, no video cameras, please. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. Oh, my fingers are covering up. No video cameras, please. Which it looks like it was added in a different font later. But out of curiosity, I looked up a YouTube video of this convention just to see if there was anything, because it said no cameras. And maybe it's an official video, but I did find something. I'm gonna watch that and probably talk about it next time because I haven't watched it yet. There's two videos. One of them is a 2-minute, and one of them's like a half an hour. So I believe the first one that I found was of Arnold walking onto the stage. So it's probably maybe a Q&A or something like that. Come back to that later. The main interview, or should I say article, of this magazine is the author visiting the set for day 105 of filming. They're shooting the Galleria hallway scene where T1000 and T800 face off. There's actually some light spoilers in this article, which I'm not sure if I would have appreciated back in the day, because if they're talking about them facing off, then you must assume one of them is there protecting and one of them is firing on the other. Both of them firing on each other, I guess. But they flat out say that Arnold shields John Connor. T800 shields John Connor. So, you're able to pick up what's going on there instead of having the movie reveal it to you. So anyway, I feel like that's a secret they didn't want out, but I guess it was anyway. All talk of the plot and the effects are pretty hush-hush, aside from them flat out talking about the scene that I just mentioned. No interviews with any of the principal actors. James Cameron has a couple of blurbs. There's not a ton of new information in this because they don't want to give any away, but they do tease that the effects that is going to be groundbreaking in this is called morphing. They don't give any other details besides that. This video is going long, so I apologize for that. But they do also talk to the Asian. They don't talk to him, but they talk about the filming of it. The Asian extra who gets shot up in that hallway. They had to shoot it a couple of times and reload the squibs because he didn't. I guess on the first take, he didn't dance around as if being shot enough. It actually throughout the article talks about how James Cameron has them redo stuff over and over. Yeah, and that pretty much wraps it up for the coverage of the July 1991 issue of Starlog, along with some other things. I will return sometime soon, talking about the other two Starlogs that I got. Might as well show them off while I'm here. The next month, the first month that it has been in theaters, and then I'm not 100% sure. Oh, okay, September 91. So, bang, 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 3 in a row. I'll cover the next two next time, and I'll talk about that convention video. Bye.